everybody, I am Alphabet. Welcome to a new video. Today we have the second part of the battle group after action report videos. This is part 2. We're looking at the 2nd New Zealand division, and this is my featured match for that battle group. So the plan is, as you can hear the dog in the background welcoming you too, the plan is to kind of go over my deployment, then we'll switch to my live in-game commentary as the game was being played, and then after that you'll hear my sort of final thoughts, the kill lists, that kind of stuff. So that's the plan of action. Please, this is the first one of these kind of videos. Leave your feedback down below on both parts of the video, you know, part 1 and part 2. Let me know what you think. Let me know the flow of action. Are the videos too long? Are the videos too short? You know, give me that feedback. So, the game we have, I am playing the 2nd New Zealand. I am on balanced income. We're up against 1st Lovas on Maverick income. So the idea is, obviously, the map is Krupa. We have to survive until phase C, at which point my income advantage can really take us over. Maverick against balanced on this kind of map, I'm expecting the enemy has to make some kind of crossing immediately at the very start of the game. I think Maverick versus balanced, they have to push over the bridge from the very beginning in order to utilize their income most effectively, and I'm expecting the bridge point on the left to is generally the bridge to be aiming for. If you're coming from the other side of the map, the flags are so close. You've got four of my flags, i.e. if you're coming from the blue side, 4 of the enemy flags, all in quite tight proximity, and that's what you need. You need at least 3 flags to be getting that double tick. 13-11, 14-11, and then this one for the 15-9. I think I said them wrong. So yeah, that's the kind of area most players would go for, because if you look on this side, you know, the 4 flags, they're much further spread apart and they're much further away from the 50-50 mark. And then if you went in the center, I mean, the kind of coverage you've got to cover is just so wide. So these are the 4 flags that I would expect my opponent's going to be aiming for. So that's the area that I want to strengthen the most. Let's have a look at my deployment. So over on that left hand side, this is the first time I'm doing it, as I'm kind of doing this approach as well. So let me know how I do. So kicking things off, I would say as well, I'm not the best at deploying troops. For example, we can see the Sherman 3 not on the road. If you're looking for an example of how to deploy, personally, I wouldn't follow what I do, because I am not fantastic at my deployments. It's kind of a weak area of my game, and I don't really concentrate on them too much, you know, on improving them. But you know, it's good to have a look at them in the videos, I think. And this was requested as well in the comments. So, enough talking. We've got 2 motorized rifles in here. These guys are going up into the kind of forward houses. And I'm doing that. Let's see. I can't get the icon up, but I'm doing that for the Piats. These guys have the Piats. So they're my kind of anti-tank rifles in this situation. So that's why they're going to the front buildings. Then I've got my 3 Opolites behind. They're my kind of standard infantry. They're going into the area, and obviously not as far forward as the motorized rifles. This one to cover this flag here. I don't, you know, I wouldn't. It takes a while for them to cross over the river, so the initial attack should be over the bridge, and that's why these 2 are to cover here. Not necessarily being the initial force, but to be a covering force as such. Then I've got the 2 Vickers HMGs. In fact, I've got 3 Vickers HMGs to offer support in there. So one of them here to kind of cover the left side of this bridge, river. I was kind of hoping that I could cover the approach from this tree line. But I'm not quite sure I'm in the best position to do that. I think I do move that early on into the game. This one here to cover this kind of attack vector, I guess. And then this one back here to cover any movement across through the town, really. Again, not necessarily, I think, the best deployment, but maybe we'll see how they improve over time as I'm doing these videos. Then I've got the Akio Matikos, my leaders, going into the buildings here, and then I shift Q my command carrier just to get it in a nearby area, and not necessarily to be used from the off, but just gets it a bit further away so that when I eventually need that Bren gun, I can then order it into position. And then finally, I've got 2 Sherman 3s. These are going into positions close by. Again, this one here to kind of cover that river crossing, and then this one back here just to kind of have in the area, perhaps zip down onto the kind of road. So that's my full left side, and then I've also got some supporting units here. We've got the motorized rifles. They're coming to just sit in the center, kind of provide a front line to this area so that it still keeps that front line forwards, and to also, you know, act as any Piat, any kind of anti-tank if someone comes over here and swings left, which is very undoubtful. Another area I've put units in the past is in this kind of tree line, but I didn't choose to do that in this game. And then my 2 6-pounders of different kind of types, or with different transports. The first one with the vehicle is going into this position here to cover that bridgehead. So the reason I've got that in the truck is the truck moves faster, so that's why I want it in that area. And then the second one is on my Lloyd carrier. It's a much slower moving vehicle, and I'm kind of putting it into this tree line, and then I'm going to walk it through on foot to kind of this position to cover the center bridgehead, and that should completely shut off that center. It's quite rare for people to push through the center, so I'm not kind of expecting a big attack, and a single 6-pounder and infantry in the area should help. I do have some more units going into the center just to cover the area and the flags, but like I say, not too kind of it isn't utilized too often, that kind of center push. My HMG is going into the church tower to kind of provide that HMG support. My upper lights are going in just to cover this flag. And then my motorized rifles, again, they have the Piat, so they're going into kind of the close range encounter. If any vehicles do come down this road, turn right to head towards the flag here. The Piat will be in this kind of area here to provide a kind of close range anti-tank option. So that's my center area, and the right side, again, less likely to be pushed in this area. Sometimes the enemies will push across this kind of river here, because having optics on infantry moving across these avenues is not that easy if you look. So the enemies can do that. Let's have a look at my troops here on the left-hand side. I've got a 6-pounder, a digger's Piat, and a leader as well. The digger's Piat, remember, that's my AT weapon, so that's covering the bridge close range. The leader is to kind of provides the digger's Piat with a little bit of veterancy, but more importantly, I think the 6-pounder, which although I'm dropping it off here, should be kind of covering this road a bit more importantly, kind of this position. I don't think it's quite placed correctly. And the leader is there to provide an up vet to that 6-pounder, and then the Bren carrier is going to come across, and I think it should go into this kind of position here just to help cover that river crossing. So that's, you know, not a lot of units in there. I'm hoping I can give myself time to bring reinforcements in. And then on the far right, I just have 2 units. A motorized rifle. Again, it's got the Piat, so that's the reason it's going close range to the bridge. Any vehicles coming across can get hit with the Piat. And then I've got a Sherman 3 there as well as kind of my main mobile defense on this right hand side. It's just going into the area. I've kind of left it on the road so that if anything turns up here, it should get attacked by the Sherman at this kind of point. The option is as well, I'm going to leave it here, but my option is to quickly shift it across to cover the bridge if people start moving over that bridge, and I think I can attack in that way. So, you know, leaving it back here, it easily allows me to do that. So that's the plan behind those units. that's the plan behind my kind of positions at the start. Hopefully this was helpful. Somebody suggested it, and I think it works quite well. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to head into the game now. You're going to hear my live commentary. Hopefully you enjoy the match, and yeah, let's get things going. Okay, so he's on Maverick Income. Lovas. I think he should be okay with Sturmans. I think he gets Stugs. And Hetzers, and then infantry. So we're going to need the Shermans and the Staghounds, really. Yeah. I think. He's Maverick Income though, so if we hold on, we should be okay. Let's hope. Okay, so we are New Zealand playing Balanced Income. We're up against First Lovas playing Maverick Income. So got to be worried about his infantry. And I can't quite remember Lovas, whether it's Stugs or whether it's not Stugs. I know there'll be a few Hetzers, if I remember correctly, but I don't think there's Stugs, hopefully. Because our Shermans should be able to take care of the infantry as long as they're not under huge pressure. And then the Hetzers we're going to have to use the 6-pounders and 17-pounders to take care of. I don't think our infantry can really engage one-on-one with the enemy infantry. And if I remember right, they get quite a bit of off-map. So we've got to be wary of that. So yeah. I think the push is coming in on the left. Possibly a bit in the centre as well. So we got to keep our eyes on that. And I do think well, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. The Sea Sabres in there. Sea Sabres? I'm not sure whether that's, you say that right? Sabres, maybe? Actually going to unload that there. I'm going to order a second Stug on the left. What is that? Chiran. Okay, that's not too bad. A lot of Sabres. Can't really defeat. But we can with the Staghounds, to be fair. Try and bring our Sherman across. Chiran's firing out. I'm going to bring up the support Sherman, I think. Ooh. Off map. Kind of might want one infantry in there.
Wake up, fellas. It's not tea time. Fire and maneuver. I hear you loud and clear.
I thought that was off map. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he was faking me. Start getting some anti-air up. Bring the Sherman back. In the center. Okay, is he just building for a big rush? Got to be a little bit wary of that. I could do with a 17-pounder in there, couldn't I? That would be a good spot. I'm going to drive these off down. Don't want you to engage him. Attack 40. Yeah, got to be a little bit worried about that pack 40.
What your orders, sir? Combat speed, driver.
Προσοχή, εντοπίστηκε εχθρός.
Using a lot of those. I want a 17-pounder for there, and I want more anti-air. And I'd also like a commander. I'm still assuming it's the left where he's going to push. And then I want someone to take out the pack 40.
Fire, sir.
Actually, that could do the job, but I think it would be... I don't know whether it would get the kill.
You to right. We'll deploy at this position.
I mean, artillery would do it as well.
Delighted, sir. Truly delighted.
Try and...
Προσοχή, εντοπίστηκε εχθρός.
No, we don't want that to happen. Get out of there. Get out! Whoa. Okay, so that Sherman's pretty defunct now, really, when you think about it. We'll test the left.
Section of your orders, sir.
See, ah, shit, turret stuck.
Slowly. I got a hit.
Kind of luring me out, isn't he, with these sabers? Hopefully that's angled enough. No. So we're going to need a replacement. Like our AA is fine. I don't want to lose troops here.
We'll deploy at
Lose too much stuff in A because B is going to be horrible. So we just need to hold on in A.
Sir,
Yeah,
yes,
the left is going to get the hit.
out of ammo. I got a hit. Enemy, we're too high. Our CAF rules the skies. I don't like giving up.
Kind of want to... Yeah, there's a lot coming in here. I kind of want to get artillery up.
Where do you need us?
Διορθώστε τις ξυπολόγχες.
What's up, sir?
They're mostly Chirans. I really could do with getting some artillery up.
Ατακές σας.
It's like just in the wrong spot.
Σήμερα θα διπνήσουμε στην κόλαση. Δημιουργία σχηματισμένη και έτοιμη.
But I think a commander might be better, and then we might try some artillery. Need to try and hold a 12-12 as long as possible.
Ποιες είναι οι διαταγές σας?
Don't want that thing. That's what I want.
Enemy spotted. Ready.
Κρατήστε τις θέσεις σας, στρατιώτες.
Command carrier, that can do the job.
Έχω ένα κακό προαίσθημα.
Bring out the Vickers.
Αυτό το μέρος μου θυμίζει το... Πηγαίνουμε εκεί. Γιώργο, πέσε κάτω!
Going hunting.
Το κάρος σας περιμένει.
He could like rush me on the right, and also he could bring stuff across this right hand side.
Ready, sir.
Roger. Κύριε. Enemy spotted. Ready.
I have a great view from here. Just point the target. I have a great view from here. I got a hit.
Oh, there's a lot.
Hokoi, at your service. Waiting for coordinates. Red 1, attacking. I'm attacking, Control. Red 1, ready for action. Maneuvering into attack run. Let's hope there's no cloud killer on the way. Just
I
point the
might lose
target.
that. I need an off map ASAP.
Έχετε στόχο, κύριε.
Come on.
Can't help bad luck. 10 μοίρες πάνω. Πυρ.
I have a great view. Enemy engaged. What's up, Control?
We're okay for now.
Ναι.
Feel like against Maverick, I mean, he's building for sure, but
Okay, Control. Maneuvering into attack run.
Το ταξίδι είναι έτοιμο. Ήρεμα, άντρες. Ο εχθρός είναι κοντά.
Just point the target.
that Spitfire just cannot get a break.
I have artillery waiting for coordinates.
Drop 300. About 5 rounds.
Pull them back. Why can that Spitfire not drop?
Maneuvering into attack run.
Let's hope he does it this time.
I think I've been hit.
Get out some more artillery. And I'm going to bring in a commander. Actually, I should bring in AA to help me out. Well, more AA anyway. Still, he didn't drop at all.
Okay, I'll get out.
Rimini σχηματισμένη και έτοιμη. Έχουμε διαταγές,
Okay,
άντρες.
here comes my off map. Should help. I mean, even if I hold a 1311 in C phase, he's going to be in trouble, so.
Enemy spotted. Ready.
Go on, Control. Take care. This plane is fragile.
Forward observer ready.
I'm hit. How bad is enemy AA over there?
Μάλιστα, κύριε. Προσαρμοζόμαστε στο στόχο. Μάλιστα, κύριε.
I just want to strengthen the left, strengthen the center, and then maybe we get some more artillery next time.
Μας πιέζουν. Enemy spotted. Ready. Κύριε. Ξεκινάμε. Ποιες είναι οι διαταγές σας?
Okay, Control.
Πίσω, πίσω.
I think I've been hit. Out of ammo.
You know what?
My engine's on fire.
Waiting for air or ground target.
I'm gonna bring in the 20 mils in the area. Don't know whether it's a good choice to have one up there on the hill. Let's bring in the other artillery. Like a radio in the area.
Now.
get them to garrison the buildings. I'm gonna try and get you over there.
Sir? Beware of Germans.
Okay, weird. Unless that's going to be an artillery piece. It's funny that I saw that circle as well.
Έτοιμοι να τους χτυπήσουμε, κύριε.
And hit that.
Έχετε διαταγές, λοχαγέ.
Could do with trying to hit his stuff down there.
We're on
That
our
would be
way.
cheeky if I could do that.
The orders. Maneuvering into attack run.
Χτυπηθήκαμε.
Red 1, attacking.
Έτοιμοι να τους χτυπήσουμε, κύριε.
Out of ammo.
Προσαρμοζόμαστε στο στόχο.
Αυτό το μέρος θυμίζει το... What's up, control?
It's a bad move by me there. Keeping that thing around.
Someone call for a cat?
I thought that might have been a bad idea. Okay, if we take care of them, which looks like we should.
Hawkeye at your service.
Yakpans are on the right. Bring in 17-pounder over there.
Awaiting instruction.
Okay, looks like the push might be coming in now.
Forward observer ready.
Request fire mission. Read 734536.
Might be light on the ground. Infantry.
Ναι.
Γιατρέ!
10 μοίρες πάνω. Πυρ. Enemy stand by.
Just point the target. Γιατρέ! Δημιουργία σχηματισμένη και έτοιμη. Out of ammo! Target neutralized.
Προσαρμοζόμαστε στο στόχο.
Need more stuff really.
Χρησιμοποίησαμε όλα τα πυρομαχικά μας, κύριε.
More tanks. Let's get a recon vehicle down there.
We can give some advice, sir. Αν μας πιάσουν να μετακινούμε αυτό το πράγμα, την κάσαμε.
Ακούμε.
More aircraft, I guess. I don't really have more aircraft.
Pitch me 5, control.
Coordinates acquired. Fire at will.
Everybody out. Ready, sir. Απλά πάρε με από εδώ. Sir, yes, sir.
Seems like he's just going to try and turtle those two flags.
Χρειάζεστε μέσω.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff coming over the river.
Copy that.
Ah, my head.
Hallelujah, neck.
Nothing to report.
I'm out. Over.
Sir, yes, sir. Germans ahead.
Could do with like Piats in there.
Το κάνω τους περιμένει, κύριε. Yes, sir.
Send a Sherman down there. Actually, that could be a good spot for a couple of 6-pounders.
Ready, sir. Closing on them, sir. This is Keep 2. Enemy spotted. Need heavy artillery strike. Let's move quickly. Target spotted.
Yeah, a lot of infantry moving over there.
My engine is on fire. I'm a goose at Christmas.
We've got them.
Get another off map.
Wake up, fellas. It's not tea time.
I mean, I guess the field engineers, they can use their grenades in a way.
Yes, sir.
Grenades, satchel chargers against tanks. And I could do with cutting that area off. To say that
I'm hit.
it's kind of like Sharans, let's try and get some Shermans over there.
Choose your targets. Single attack. Let's go.
Ah, god damn
I'm
it.
listening. Maneuvering into attack run.
Stay on your guards, gentlemen. Fix bayonets. Line on me. Bring up the taxi.
I think I've been hit.
Sir, yes, sir. Everybody out. Fire and maneuver. We can give some advice, sir. Yes? It's on here. Yes, sir. Let's
Okay,
go.
use our hats there.
Fair enough, mate. Platoon formed and ready. Someone call for a cab. All right, ladies, it's time to move. Just get me out of here.
I'm listening. Enemy engaged.
Ah, I'm hit. Any orders, sir?
Yeah.
Just get me out of here.
Hawkeye at your 7.
Get me down.
That one bought it.
Yeah, we did get the kill there. We did lose the Sherman.
Hurry up, men. Anti-tank team operations, sir. Bring us the taxi. Everybody, check your ammo.
Got a lot of stag hounds. Stag hounds can take out Sharans as well.
Give us a good firing position. Yorgo, Mexicano.
Where's my off map? Here it is. Yeah, I've still got 19 minutes. And he's out of his main income now.
Yorgo, Mexicano. Christ, not us again.
He lost some aircraft though. Let's get more artillery up. Ooh, looks like he's counter-batterying me.
Είμαστε επιχειρησιακοί. Άλλο ένα τελειωτικό χτύπημα. Any air guns ready. Άλλο ένα τελειωτικό χτύπημα. Really beat us. Medic! Tank ready. He's burning.
Jagdpanzer needs to go down.
What are the orders? Maneuvering into attack run.
Yorgo! Mexicano!
My engine's on fire.
Okay, Spitfire's not going to make it through. Need to get rid of that Jagdpanzer.
Μάλιστα, κύριε. Διαλύστε ολόκληρη την περιοχή. Platoon formed and ready. Roger. Delighted to. Bring us stuff and move.
We're going to need a lot of artillery.
No worries, you'll be right. I'm gonna. Remember your digs, mate.
Try and get counter-battery done.
Come TJ. Πάμε στο χτύπημα.
still got 13:11. I've got 17 minutes.
Bring us the taxi.
Τους έχουμε! Αυτό το μέρος. Δεν αντέχουμε άλλο! Όλοι ελέγξτε τις σφαίρες σας.
Yes, sir. Preston, get down! Yes, Captain.
Πυροβολικό στις διαταγές σας. Απλά πάρε με από εδώ. Διαλύστε ολόκληρη την περιοχή. Αυτή η μηχανή σκοτώνει γερμαναδάτες. Πίσω, πίσω!
For enemy planes.
Okay, he's got that area.
Χτυπήθηκα!
Request fire mission. Read 734536.
We're just gonna crawl a victory, I think.
Contact with hostiles.
I'm gonna put defensive fire on.
Kia ora.
On those two, and then
Περιμένουμε τις
these
συντεταγμένες
I'm gonna put counter battery on.
Έτοιμος για...
And then we might smoke and push. Might be my...
It's hot in here.
Another off map. Not too concerned. Not really on much of my stuff. Don't want them to die though. That's a little bit disconcerting.
Έτοιμος για τι?
One more kill.
Let's get some anti-air up.
Platoon formed and ready. Target neutralized.
Όλοι ελέγξτε τις σφαίρες σας.
Άμεσο χτύπημα.
Προσέξτε τους εχθρούς.
Got casualties.
Your order.
Short safety.
Looks like we have got out of battery going. There's no way he's going to get through.
Hawkeye at your service.
Well, actually, the Sherman's kind of... Nah, he won't. Oh, he did. Get the kill, but he's going down.
Απλά πείτε μας τι να κάνουμε. Κρατήστε τις θέσεις σας, στρατιώτες.
Oh, we lost ours as well, but... Yeah, so we aren't going to be able to use our Air Force over on the left. I think eventually we're going to run out of artillery. But it's just whether we've got a deep enough deck, I guess, to get across and through. Or we attack somewhere else. But most of my force is built up there, so...
Ακούμε.
Let's bring in a couple more Shermans.
Ήρεμα, άνδρες. Ο εχθρός είναι κοντά.
Want a cuppa, mate?
Yeah, I'm just going to pop on defensive fire. It's a lot easier than me micro him. It's one of the actual maps that defensive fire works really well at. I'm going to link all of these though.
Είναι Έχετε διαταγές,
Okay.
λογακές.
So getting through those is what's going to be
Χτυπήθηκα.
a bit of an issue.
Μάλιστα, κύριε.
Just going to Sherman punch, I think. Sherman punch.
What's the plan? Orders, sir. Anti-tank team operations, sir. Roger. No worries, you'll be right.
Okay, I've got 11 minutes. We just build up for a push, really.
Τι μπροστά.
Could do with some Piats in that area. Ooh, right hand push.
He's burning.
We have men down.
Retreat!
Enemy spotted. Ready. Fetch me fire control.
Okay, 17 pounder survived.
Let's go liberate some Italian ladies.
Preston, get down.
Keep forgetting I got my stag hounds.
Target neutralized.
Okay, so 10 minutes. I'm gonna cut it fine.
What do you want, sir?
Ακόμη ένας νεκρός.
Yes. Loader, prepare AP.
Nimrod. Okay. Interesting.
On your feet, diggers.
Ready, sir.
Okay, so while he's concentrating on that,
Οπλίστε τα καπνογόνα.
Ah, I'm hit. Just get me out of here.
oh, it's because they're different versions. Oh well.
Germans ahead.
Medic. Backwards. Backwards.
My flag's quite far back to protect, so I'm okay for now.
Πάρε με από εδώ.
Okay, now comes the smoke.
Α, χτυπήθηκα. Μάλιστα, κύριε.
Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna need more infantry than I've got right now.
Θα πάω εκεί όσο πιο σύντομα γίνεται. Τι ώρα, sir. Τι μπροστά. Γιώργο, πέσε κάτω. Το όπλο που στην διαταγές σας.
Need heavy artillery strike. What your orders, sir?
Τους έχουμε.
Let's move quickly.
Το όπλο που στην διαταγές σας.
Get out.
Κύριε Μαύρες, μα ενώσετε κοντά. Όχι, ελέγξτε τις μέρες σας. Δεν αντέχουμε άλλο.
Hang on.
Sherman punch.
Hurry up, man.
That's emergency off map.
300. About 5 rounds. Over.
Fetch me fire control.
Κάστε, για
recons, you go left because off map's coming in.
Enemy sighted. Artillery We've used up all our ammo, sir.
You're not going to be able to concentrate on the right while I'm pushing the left.
Any order, sir? Να θυμάστε αυτή τη μέρα, άντρες, γιατί θα σας ανήκει για πάντα. Χρησιμοποίησαμε όλα τα πυρομαχικά μας, κύριε. Yes, sir.
Okay, we're through.
Target down.
More smoke. Luckily the wide smoke is actually kind of helping.
Υπάρχουν εχθροί κοντά μας. Short safety. You'll be right. Give us a good flying position. Line up. Engaging. 2, 3.
That's quite a few Shermans there. Don't have many Shermans left, so got to be wary about that. I need some AT guns in there.
Waiting for you on ground targets. Orders are clear. Go ahead. Ready, sir. Πάμε με τα μόρια. Θα πάω εκεί όσο πιο σύντομα γίνεται.
A 1410. One more flag. We got a 1510. Just trying to hide from the Jagdpanzers. Get the 17-pounders in.
Just get me out of here. Κλείστε τα καπνογόνα. Ah, my pet. Θα σε αφήσω σε αυτές τις συντεταγμένες. Έτοιμος για τη μεταφορά. Γιατρέ! Διορθώστε τις ξυπολόικες. Το όπλο μου στις διαταγές σας. Γιατρέ! Waiting for you on ground target. Τους έχουμε! Easy boys. Jerry's close. Get your orders.
Just need to continue.
Γιατρέ! I hear you. Over. Πάμε!
It's going to take me a while for the 17-pounders to get there. They're in slow transports. Right, let's pay a bit more attention to the right-hand side. I mean, we don't have to really do too much there. We've not really lost the flag. And my AA is still pretty close, so it's not too much of a problem. I don't think he got the bombs off. I did get the bombs off, but again, not too much of a problem.
Enemy nearby. Protect the gun. Όλοι ελέγξτε τις σφαίρες σας. Γιατρέ!
40M.
Waiting for fire orders.
Fire on you.
Get ready to engage. Γιώργο! Πέσε κάτω! Απλά πάρε με από εδώ! Πρόσεχε, Hans. What do you want to say?
Bring out the Sherman to try and get there.
Ποιες είναι οι διαταγές σας? Move out. Scatter formation. It's dangerous here.
Okay, right, still fine. 15-9. Okay, now come the 17-pounders.
Bring us the exit. Go on, you mate. Δεν αντέχουμε άλλο.
I think I've destroyed a lot of his anti-air as well in that push, so I'm imagining I can get through my air force onto the back.
armed.
Maybe something coming from around here.
I bet there are bags of flak over the target. Bomber ready.
Yeah, not much.
One more kill. Someone call for a camp? Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open. Pretty soon.
Send a few of these up lights across.
He's burning. Sir, yes sir.
And we just need to hold a 59 now, 13 minutes.
One more kill.
It's like shooting rats in a barrel.
One more kill.
Roger.
Θα πάμε με τα πόδια.
Don't want to lose 17 pounders like that.
Successful with it. Γιατρέ.
I'll be back. Roger.
You know, that 40M has survived for so long.
Heading to 360.
I want to push these guys up. Bring my AA out. Sort of. I don't want to bring them too far out. I think that's a fine position.
Σας ακούω, κύριε.
Yeah, there we go. There's a victory. 41 minutes, 55 seconds. 4,295 kills to 3,000 losses. Commiserations to A131A. He really just did not have the right matchup. He was playing the first Lovas on which struggles against Shermans, I would get. I mean, first Lovas is just a tough deck to play, I think. I don't really see many players playing it. And I think, yeah, they just suffer, don't they? They're just a deck that seemed to suffer, and he didn't have a great income on a bridge map. Maverick income on a bridge map. You either hit hard from the very first second of the game and get yourself a foothold and just push and then hold, or you're probably going to lose Maverick. If you don't get a foothold early in the game and get yourself a 15-9 on a bridge map, especially playing Maverick, then you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle. Let's have a look at the kills. Shermans were always going to tangle with everything apart from the Jagdpanzers, and then we had the 6-pounders and the 17-pounders. I mean, this first Lovas, yeah, this deck, I think, countered first Lovash pretty well. Yeah, and then on top of that, you had the income and the map. So, commiserations, definitely commiserations to A131A. He was in a tough position. Let's see what we've got. Spitfire's picking up kills. Took him a while to get enough AA up, to be honest. I don't really know what AA they have too much. I think they've got some kind of like flak 41 replacements, some 88mm replacements. I don't think they're the actual 88mm. Yeah. What else do we have? Yeah, 6-pounders. Just the Churans. I understand. I think what he did try and do is turtle those two flags on the left-hand side, and he was close. I'll give him that. Like, perhaps I wasn't too aggressive at pushing back, but I just knew time was on my side throughout. Just time was so on my side. Now, here we go, the 36Ms. They also get the Nimrods, didn't they, that we saw? Here we go, and the 80 mils that got taken down as well. 25 pounders. I think it was important we had as many 25 pounders as we did. That's the kind of map that I put in those 25 pounders for. And then the Shermans, I think, towards the end with the smoke push, the Sherman punch. It's like the heart punch, but the Sherman punch. Just devastating, just devastating. Unless you've got like a 6-pounder, 17-pounder Pack 40 net set up ready for that Sherman punch, or like a load of Tigers just sat there. I mean, a Sherman punch is just deadly. It really is deadly. Oh, the Morris Brader got the F8 kill. I'm sure there was lots of AA up there. 17-pounders and... yeah. Jagdpanzer picked up a few kills. I think getting those Jagdpanzer kills was a little bit difficult at first because he was keeping them on his side of the river. I was trying to find angles, but I didn't really get too many angles on those Jagdpanzers. So early on, they weren't too easy. Ah, it looks like the Nimrod actually got the Spitfire kills. Isn't it weird? That's a Mark 8C. So they must be the fighters. That's interesting. I didn't think they were Mark 8Cs. I thought they were Mark 5Cs. It's 5B8. I'll check that. Yeah, the Mark 9C is the recon variant, if I remember right. Oh no, the Mark 8C must be the recon variant, and the Mark 9C must be the fighter. That must be it. Oh wait, no. Is the Mark 8C the fighter bomber? That's it. That's it. That's the one. Yeah, this Jagdpanzer here, like I say with those Sherman punchers, if you've got a net set up waiting for them, you can destroy them. But when the enemy's using smoke, like I did, it becomes just incredibly hard to stop a Sherman punch in its tracks, because against smoke, when you've got smoke up like that protecting the Shermans from long range, they can just devastate the short range until there's nothing left, and then you can just bring in the 17-pounders or the, you know, the long range stuff. Maybe you've got a longer range tank that you can just sit there at the back and chip off the other stuff towards the end. But if you've done enough damage with the Shermans, even if you get the rest of your stuff killed, it's just going to take them too long to recover, and you can just rush in infantry or, you know, AT guns to take up the positions, and you will recover much quicker than they will. Well, there we have it. Krupa, 41 minutes 55 seconds.